Activating security scan.
Sure hope you know who I am, and in that you don't know who I am. Come on, fake identity.
Biometric data assembled.
Yeah? Yeah? Sure is convenient there was somebody to be on my team here.
Subject recognized.
How screwed would Jensen have been otherwise, if no one was willing to help him? Without even, it wasn't even like a pre-agreement, like she just decided to help us. There just happened to be somebody looking for an opportunity to change Bell Tower for the better right when I showed up. Alright, so here's my new goal. Upload my biometrics to the prison's mainframe computer, which must be somewhere in here. Ooh, big 3-tier room. Oh, another security checkpoint. Interrogation wing. Interesting. No one spotted me yet. You can hear someone screaming in the distance.
For conspiring to commit a terrorist act. After processing, you will undergo a preliminary medical examination. At that point,
Maybe I can free them.
sure you will have the
Whoa, this
opportunity
place
to
is
raise
big.
your concerns.
What? A terrorist? No! No! They just grabbed me off the street. You got the wrong person!
I heard that. Come out.
You'll never catch me. So let's see if I can free the prisoners. And really, you'd have to take this whole place. Like, they're on a boat that they can't escape anywhere, so if you wanted to free the prisoners, look at all that wire. You'd have to, basically... Where am I? I'm in a room? To free the prisoners, you'd basically have to you'd have to capture the whole ship.
We all know to stay away from the detainees.
Because if you, even if you let them go, they're just gonna be stuck here. Like, what are you helping? Is there anyone up here?
How can he be so short-sighted? Burke's changing the world here.
Yep. Whoops. Don't mind me. Anyone else here? Okay, we're kind of isolated. We're on a separate floor. That's a good sign. Let's check your stuff. Cool. Ooh. Blind eyes is password. Bye, buddy. I'm sure he's fine. Just gotta get him out of the way before something goes wrong. Okay. Is that the computer we're here at? Oh, if I could access security from here. Nope. And I probably can't hack you. Nope. Blind eye. Here we go. You gotta turn a blind eye. Get it? Oh. Blind it. There's backspace. There we go. There's people freaking out downstairs. Prison transfer. Apparently there was an incident in one of the ships. No details at this time, but it's delayed unloading. Leave it to Reg Force to screw up something like this. Remain at Delta Zero for the time being. We've got some transfer leaving for the ranch from Silo C to A. Make sure that things go smoothly when it's time. Burke is on the warpath. Look, pal, I don't need this from you. We're on a base in the middle of the ocean. Do you know what saltwater does to steel and concrete? I've got repair orders piled up to my ass over here, so you can take a flying leap. And don't try scaring me with Burke. There's a chain of command on this base. My orders come from Lieutenant Commander Kiner. Please read the following carefully. This is direct from the top. You do not want Burke to make an example of you. I've already issued a warning about the use of certain cells for entertainment purposes. These love shacks will be cleaned up and made ready before the next inspection, or I will hand you over to the commander myself. Dun dun dun. What are they doing? Oh shit. Wow. So they have rape chambers. They've been making rape chambers for their female detainees. That's pretty fucked up. That's probably what they're screaming about down there.
Keitner, Jensen, I'm in your detention camp and uploading to the security mainframe now.
Copy that. Any problems?
Negative. I gotta say, though, this isn't exactly what I was picturing when you described it.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, you need to get inside the interrogation wing and find out what Burke is hiding. Contact me when you know. Keitner out.
Let's take a look. I have 1 point I can spend. Should I go for more? Let's pump up the regeneration. Boom. Speeded up energy recharge. Fantastic. There we go. So I made it right to my goal. Actually, that was surprisingly smooth. I'm surprised how often I can complete a quest or get to my goal just by walking, basically. I'm just like, we'll go here. This is an event. Let's check it out. Oh, look, I'm exactly where I needed to go. Didn't even plan it this time. Alright, so the biometrics Keitner had me upload into the security system will allow me to enter the prison's interrogation wing. I just need to research the wing thoroughly once in and find out what Peter Burke, the prison commander, is up to. There we go. So that's what we saw on the map earlier. This other wing. Just need to get in through here. That's the checkpoint that was going to stop me. This top floor seems to be the main way in. Yeah, I can't concern myself with freeing the prisoners because they yeah, they're everywhere. If I free them, they're not going to go anywhere. We're on a ship. I have to actually... My best chance is to take out the ship itself, if that's even an option. There's 2 of them over there. You know, creepy. That's where I hopped in the vent earlier, I think. There's one guy down there. Is he coming up here? Not this time. Let's see. We seem to be right in the middle of the entire chamber, so I don't think I can access the next floor from the central tower. Oh, that's where I came in. Let's see. He's going that way. I'm gonna go in the opposite direction, just sneak by. There's just tons of these people in here. That could be used for climbing. Oh, there's a vent behind it. Hello. Yeah, this could come in handy. Oh, capacity upgrade. I can't go anywhere for... Oh, maybe up there. My super jump. Yep. There we go. I love the opportunities you get from this stuff. That's why I like specializing in stuff that helps you with mobility. Because it ends up being really gratifying to get around this way. Is that another upgrade? That was 2 upgrades in a row. Unfortunately, it might be a dead end. Aside from that. Yeah, it might not lead to any forward progress to the level. It might just be an upgrade where if you had another ability, you could then go past the upgrade to pick up yet another upgrade, which is impressive enough in its own right, but not gonna finish the mission for me. Nope, looks like a bunch of dead ends everywhere. Don't see anything interactive. Don't see any event opportunities. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's go ahead and apply these because, you know, inventory space. It says crossbow, tranquilizer, and, yeah, just crossbow, tranquilizer. I think my tranquilizer already has a leading system on it. Yep. So I can just sell that if I ever get a chance. Let's combine you with, what is that gun? Combat? No. I can sell the upgrade. I'll just do that. Not wasting it on a combat rifle. Alright. Well, the good news is I got rewarded. The bad news is I didn't actually make it where I was hoping to make it by doing this. Alright. Still, these kinds of tall boxes might be useful for some kind of moving around. There's no opening in the vent here. If I put these in the right spot, I might be able to get somewhere. Just vents all around. Oh, that's staircase. That's access to the next floor. Carefully sneak on up here. Get the hell out of the rape chamber room. Fucked up story going on. Are those drones? Not drones. They're less manipulatable. If I move this box around, I can hide behind it if the drone comes over. What's in here? The fuck? Is this must be one of those love shacks. You guys are fucked up.
I've answered all your
So I can hide behind that if I need to get away from the enemies. Is she doing her nails? What's she doing?
Please, let me out. I've done nothing wrong.
Is she supposed to be looking at a cell phone? Wait, is she... Oopsie. I think she's filing her nails. I don't think she's supposed to have a nail file in prison. That seems problematic. Nope, you can't see me. I am not here, you can't see me. There we go, it's going back. Carefully stay out of its line of sight if I can. Oh, here it comes. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I've answered all your questions.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Anyone else over here? Humans could spot me over here if I'm not careful. What? It's another one of the creepy rooms. The fact that it's open is distressing. There's a staircase. There we go. That's something to work with. Any vents here? That freaking... I'm just gonna go invisible again and take off. That freaking box just shot like 8 feet in the air. Did you see that? Whoa. It like left my screen when I picked it up. And like shot up in the air. Not the noise I was trying to make. Ooh. What was that? Like a weird spinning laser device. What is... That's some... What kind of gimmick are we looking at here? Alright, well, our goal should be right across. Get a layout. Of course. Yep, opposite side, as you'd expect. Stay away from the weird laser thing. That just seems like a bad plan. Nothing behind these. Is there anything in these ever? They always seem to look the same. I like people playing cards and stuff. Throwing notes around. Who's writing all that stuff down? The guards? They don't really seem to type to me. I gotta say, as a stealth character, I am very, very blessed that all these prisoners aren't freaking out when they see me sneaking by. Because they could really blow my cover pretty bad. Does that laser have a limited range? Is that how lasers work? Just gonna sneak on through here. My super secret cloaking mode.
I've done nothing wrong.
I think I made it through. No access to stuff there. You can make a step ladder with them if you wanted to. Is there one of these doors open? No? I think I'm good to go. Let's get out of here. Cutscene me, baby. Nope. Just a new waypoint. Alright, so the hallway's clear. We'll just take a quick look around to see if I'm missing anything. Nope. Lots of locked chambers. Alright, what comes next? Ah, checkpoint. Yet again.
Activating security scan.
I'm fully expecting one of these to go horribly wrong, and even though I'm supposed to have clearance, I end up not getting through. And then I'm just totally screwed. Also, off-putting to me that the freaking sound of this thing working is the same sound this game makes when somebody notices you. That little that repeating high-pitched noise that keeps happening, the slower one. That's the same sound it makes when somebody gets alerted to your presence and they're about to check you out.
Access granted.
This is a really nervous sound for the game to play in a moment like this. Whoa. What are these? Those are creepy. Oh no, they're in the interrogation room / they look like EMP chairs. That one's got a girl in it. These ones are empty. Was I in a cell like this before? I don't think so. Do any of these have a Praxis kit? What's in here? Oh. Yep, interrogation chambers abound. Hypostim. So they just trap people in here and they interrogate them. And some of them get the nice treatment of just being asked questions or whatever, or probably beaten, who knows, but some of them get the really shitty treatment of being put in those creepy rooms down there.
Post-interview log. Patient has been returned to detention area after sedation. The medical history gathered indicates that she's a prime candidate for inclusion. Similarly, All biological indicators fall within required parameters. Recommend preparation for stage 1 therapy prior to...
Gary, have you seen this? Have you seen what's on this smart disk? He's gone mad!
Tiffany, slow down. What are you talking about? Where'd you get that?
I found it in the last shipment of materials we received. One of the boxes had been tampered with, blatantly. Someone was sending this to me, to us, to warn us about Commander Burke.
That sounds a little far-fetched, don't you think? I know the two of you have butted heads, but Bob's assured me that the commander is with us on this.
Really? So Mr. Page is okay with us using unwilling human test subjects, is he? What's his opinion on Bell Tower using the OCM to further their military aspirations? Ask him about this Hydra project.
Tiffany, calm down. I know all about the Hydra project. It's nothing nefarious. It's simply a means of allowing soldiers to communicate more efficiently when in the field. You've seen Burke's augmentation. It has nothing to do with the OCM.
So, you think his obsession with this technology is because he's an environmentalist? Gary, I know this bothers you too. Those poor women. We can't keep doing this. We can't just rush blindly ahead and let men like Burke pull our strings. Science has made that mistake before.
I know. All right. Let's go down below and contact Bob. We'll see what he has to say about this. I know he's intrigued by the nanotech possibilities. Certainly, he's disappointed with the results we've had.
Well, I get the feeling that didn't end well. What if she just ended up in a cell immediately after that? Maybe we'll get a hint about her fate later on. This place is fucked. Someone being interrogated down below. Anyone on this floor? Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I'll stay quiet, I promise. Just don't hurt me anymore.
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you.
You're not one of them? One of the scientists? Please, you've got to get me out of here. You've got to do something before they come back. I don't want to disappear like all the others.
It's okay. What's your name?
Nina Sullivan. I don't know why they're holding me in here. They just grabbed me off the street. I'd heard Cape Town was dangerous, but I thought with all the security around...
Cape Town? South Africa?
Isn't that where we are? I blacked out. They drugged me, I think. I was on vacation in Cape Town at the end of the summer. I was going to be starting senior year in the fall, and I wanted to have an adventure. My parents must be so worried.
I take it you're not a terrorist then?
No, I've never done anything wrong. Never demonstrated against anything or anything. But neither have most of the girls here. I'm not sure about the men, but please, can't you get me out of here?
I'll have to look it up later, perhaps, but her voice is driving me crazy. Like, I think she's almost certainly someone from Life is Strange? Or maybe not, I don't know. It sounds super familiar.
Hold on. You said they were coming back? Who? Burke? Is he behind this?
I'm not sure. He comes around, but not that often. I know he gives the orders around here, but he doesn't seem all that interested in us beyond some psych tests and questioning. He mostly leaves us to the doctors or scientists or whatever they are.
Tell me about these scientists. Is one of them a woman named Reed?
I don't know. I mean, there is a woman, but her name is Kavanaugh, not Reed. I heard the guard call her that. She seems different. Like she doesn't like what they're doing to us. I can't help but think she's being forced to do these things. The others just treat us like animals. It's horrible. I just want to go home.
I want to help you, but you've got to stay calm. Now, what did you mean by disappear like the others? What's been going on back here?
I don't know much. I've heard rumors and seen some things, and I know what they've done to me. Biopsies, blood samples, tissue cores, like I'm some sort of lab rat.
Is that why you're back here? Separated from the others?
This is where they study and examine us to see if we're compatible or something. I don't know what they want from us. Sometimes we're sent back to the cells. Those that aren't, well, some of the others think they let them go, but I think they're being sent somewhere else, another facility maybe, or somewhere else inside this one.
Why? What makes you think that?
Because of the way they talk when they're with us. It's like they're looking for some kind of perfect gene match or something. I'm not a doctor. I don't understand it. I just don't want them touching me anymore.
I know this is gonna seem cruel, but I can't help you right now.
You're going to leave me here? You can't! You have no idea what it's like. Please!
I can't have you tagging along just yet, or walking the halls alerting the guards. Trust me, when I can get you out, I will. But your best bet is to stay put.
I'll alert them anyway. Burke and the 2 doctors were just here heading for the morgue. I'll tell them you're here. I will. Let me out or I'll tell them, I swear.
And then what? Do you really think they'll let you go? I'm still the best chance you've got, but you have to be patient.
Please. Don't go.
Dark territory there. Nina Sullivan.
I just want to go home.
She's probably the one we saw that was slumped over in the chair. There's just a whole bunch of them in here. Oh, she just looks dead. That's the one we saw. So we heard her, but that was the one we could see because she's still under the window. If she's standing by the door, then she's not by the window. This is messed up. And we got another reference to that one woman that we heard on the audio log, who seems to be the only one that's against this whole situation. Whoa. So they must have some sort of augment-related plan here, some grand scheme. They're trying to test to see who they can do it on. I think a lot of the ones that they disappeared were either ones that they deemed it wouldn't work on, or maybe even ones where they thought maybe it would work and they gave it a shot, and then those people were left to die.
Clinical trial log 11/27. Attending Dr. Tiffany Kavanagh, Dr. Gary Savage. Observing Commander Peter Burke. Patient has been sedated and restrained.
Administering compound P-026, 1.75 cc's. Injection via the left suboccipital triangle, isolating the neocerebellum and pontine nuclei.
Well done, doctors. Appears that the spinal cranial replacement was successful.
She's been stable for 48 hours. Replacing the upper column and posterior skull is more complex than your own hindbrain augmentation, Commander Burke, but it's well within our abilities. That's not our sticking point.
I'm quite aware of what your sticking point is, Doctor. Getting results that I can use.
Gary, she's waking up. Look at the alpha waves. They're attenuating. Blood pressure and heart rate are rising. O2 saturation is really low.
Savage, get this under control.
Tiff, increase sedation and disconnect the OCM interface. Get a dose of propofol ready, see if she stabilizes.
It's not working, Gary. Damn it. There's a rupture in the circle of Willis. Anterior cerebral artery. Shit. I've got to get in there.
It's already too late, Tiffany. You know that.
Is it still alive?
No. Now we've lost her. I don't understand. She burned out so quickly. Arterial degeneration was clearly more advanced than anticipated, but still, the new compound should have worked.
Dispose of the body. I'll have the next viable candidate prepared and sent down to you, Dr. Kavanagh.
Bastard.
You gotta wonder how someone with a conscience even ends up in this situation. Because she's against this whole situation, but you wonder how she got here and like how did she get involved in the first place at that point? Hello. Records. Tiff, I've transferred most of the clinical patient information out of the bell tower workstation. I don't like BT having easy access to our data, and I don't think Paige would like it either. Looks like your paranoia about Burke is rubbing off on me. You may want to have a look as well. And then this is the information. We'll keep that in mind if we can find the computer for it. This kind of moment is it's a thing that reminds me about how in flux game design is when a game's actually being made. Because a common thing in DLC is you'll just suddenly involve something that wasn't really in the main campaign. Like, I don't really associate Human Revolution with audio logs. Like, it's like a more Bioshock thing, and of course a lot of other less inspired games that followed in its wake that just kind of copied what it did. But this DLC suddenly has audio logs as a storytelling device. And it's not the most common, it's not what you expect them to do necessarily. There we go. But they did just that. They're just mixing it up midway through. Or maybe they even thought about audio logs during the original campaign, but then they changed their idea midway through, or it didn't quite make it into the game. But then when it was time to make the expansion, they suddenly had the idea to include them. Because that's just what happens. You make decisions all the time about what to do with your game. I mean, the game Amnesia: The Dark Descent didn't even have its setting figured out until like a year or two after development started. The setting completely changed. So this is the exact computer, actually. There we go. No. Oop. Normal. Oh, no more tears. Didn't even read it out. I was just typing in the letters. Supply requisition. Let's see here. A lot of information here. Got it, Gary. I passed the supply requisition to the depot. Been processed. Delivery arrived. It's just delivery. Savage. The next shipment of subjects is due to arrive, storm or no storm. I will send some men to help you transfer the non-viable survivors back to their holding cells. From there, they will be re-podded and sent on to Omega Ranch, where hopefully they will be more useful. So all those pods are also more prisoners that are also being used for these fucked up experiments. But the people on the pods are just ones that aren't woken up right now, because they have specific ones that they think might be viable that are being held in the cells. The morgue should be cleared of all bodies. As usual, disposal and transport of Hangshaw has been arranged despite yours and Dr. Kavanaugh's confidence. I expect we will need the room. Also, I require an update on Loading Bay 3. Progress seems slow. It has been a week since the hardware has been installed. It still sits there empty. What is the holdup? It is of primary importance that a working version of the Hydra be implemented at this base. I do not understand your squeamishness, Doctor, and I will not stand for it. Get one of them in there and get it done, Burke. Dark territory here. So, this is a change of pace a bit, because, I mean, or maybe it's not actually. This entire game so far has been like corporate espionage and private military groups and all this other nonsense going on, so it's been corrupted government and everything, but it hasn't been quite this level of darkness yet. That said, the game started with somebody working on augments being stolen, so this surprisingly dark turn may very well be tied to elements of why the ex-wife was stolen in the first place. Let's see here. All other baseline results are well within preclusion threshold levels. The genetic markers we identified seem to confirm our results. There is still no telling how the interface will react under load, but it seems promising. I am still reluctant, but this may be the subject needed for your plan for wireless Hydra functionality and direct connection to the defense unit in Loading Bay 3. It seems like Hydra might be a form of like interconnected AI communication where everyone links together to communicate, but also I would almost imagine consciousness being able to jump from person to person. Like, what if we're talking about like a Rise of Ultron situation where somebody is trying to earn immortality by having the ability to jump into the bodies of all these different people that are hooked up to the system. This is good news. Remit the candidate to the morgue. I will be down shortly to complete the transfer. Dr. Kavanaugh prepare for full implantation. Burke. They're putting him back in the morgue. Huh. Are they making zombies? They're talking about a dead person, but they're talking about transferring and then full implantation. It makes you wonder if it's a wireless network. If they kill the person first, then yeah, it would be like a network of bodies being controlled. That'd be freaky. Gary Savage says, Tiffany, I'm about to send a supply requisition to VL for the next series of tests. Burke has already put us on notice that the ships will be docking as soon as the storm breaks, so things will get busy here. Also, I'll be leaving the base for a few days, so you'll have to handle the preliminary tests. Bob wants to meet face-to-face about our progress. He'll be bringing Mr. Everett, probably one of his backers. Fingers crossed that I can convince them to look into the nano, or at least get into the get a look at the Reed research. I can't shake the feeling that we're spinning our wheels here. Trying to butt heads with Burke until I get back, Gary. Thanks, Gary, but I think I'm covered down here. If we miss any incidentals, we can always make do. Besides, Eric always delivers within a day, and we can place another order. You've got to convince Mr. Page. I know what we're doing here is getting to you too. I know that the possible advances are incredible, but the cost, it's too much. I feel sick about what we're doing to these people. As for Burke, he'd better stay out of my way. Yeah, they're just literally I read everything already, right? Yeah. I mean, they're just kidnapping people off the street and doing experiments on them and killing basically all of them. And even if the experiments are successful, I doubt anyone really survives. I don't think anyone gets to go home after this. They're all witnesses to what's going on.